This is something like that. And my name is Nav. Welcome to another episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, it's a ritual for me to say that, hey, well, watching this on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button. If you're listening to the podcast on any of the platforms around the world, please do follow the page. Yeah, please do so and share it with as many people as possible. Well, my guest this evening, not my guest, my brother of the SLT with Nav, he's back again. And we had a chat with him a couple of weeks back, or rather, 2 months ago, and he was out with a brand new music video, and right now he's on tour. He's gonna go on a nice tour. One of the locations is located in my hometown, which hopefully I can make it over there. Azmyl, Yunor, how are you, my man?
Hey, bro. Oh, good, man. Good to be back. Yeah.
Good to have you on the show, man. You're one of my favorite guys to chat with.
Thanks, man.
How's it been? You've been busy, I see. You've been shows here, shows there. It's like I got to come up with a jingle for you. Azmyl here, Azmyl there, Azmyl everywhere. Oh, what fun it is to have Azmyl everywhere. Way.
would have been a bit more busier actually. Yeah, but I had to lay low for about 2.5 weeks.
Why is that?
Tested positive. Man. Finally,
you also joined the club,
I was
man.
missing out. Yeah, I was FOMO, man. I was fear of missing out, and then I got it. It's like done that.
Okay,
done on bucket list.
Consider that to be a vacation, detox period, me time, and it's normal, man. It's like now, like you said earlier, it feels left out if you haven't had it. I had it about last month. It's like I didn't know I had it until like something was not right in the test. It's like, oh shit, I'm also one of the guys. Okay, lah.
There's moments of forced introspection, lah. Everybody after you get over the initial shock, like what? Then like, you're just in four walls.
Yeah, it's nothing much actually. It's like it's kind of weird. It's like now you meet people. It's like, hey, you haven't kena yet. Like what the fuck, man?
yeah, exactly.
It's like last the
initial. Don't go around proud. Yeah,
last
initial. Don't go around proud.
Yeah, it's like initial stage. You get it. Wow. Now if you don't get it, huh? That kind of thing.
Yes.
So anyway, hey, your tour. Congratulations on your tour. It's going to be a busy one, I guess. You got a couple of locations going on, and Ipoh was one of it. Thank you so much for choosing Ipoh. Hopefully,
always love.
Nice,
always love Ipoh, man.
Nice place, isn't it? Chill out, good food. I don't know. I haven't been there for about 2 years plus. Hopefully, it hasn't changed much. So please.
Also, great scene, man. Yeah, great scene. The Ipoh guys. I've known the guys way back, and it's great to play out. I mean, like, to just get out of the... It's easy to get lost in your head in the Klang Valley thinking that this is the world.
Yeah, exactly, man. KL is overrated. Overrated, that's all I can say.
Betul. And I'm a KL, I'm from this part, right? And I go like, no, man, it's not the world, man.
Yeah, and you tend to get this better appreciation in other towns. Am I right?
Of course, yeah. I mean, certain like, live music culture going, to see a show... The things that we can't layman here, it's like it's still well and alive, man. In outside of KL, like there's this gig in Ipoh. They're printing the posters, man.
Nice.
So wow, they made a short video, and I was like, this is the underground indie music culture that's kind of missing the city, because I guess here's just too many things going on.
Yeah,
we don't have time.
It's like almost every week there's something going on, so nobody's paying close attention to it. Especially this particular weekend, I think there's at least about 3 to 4 which I know of. And there's a whole lot more going on. But it is nice for you to take it on tour. That's what I was having a chat with Sounds of Kites. I said, hey, you planning to do tour? And he said, yes, he's doing it. And I realized he's also in the list of your tour, right?
Yeah. He's a great... I got him. Me and several friends, with Shahid, we toured Indonesia 2019.
Yeah, he did mention about that.
We call ourselves the Selat Folkers.
Nice. Nice name,
Yeah, me, him, Bayangan, and our friend from Singapore, Hello. And so I mean, reason why I invited him is like, I always think that if you're going to go on tour, you got to have merch, lah.
Yeah.
You can't just go there and tell people, listen to my Spotify. I mean, you got to roll, man. You got to go there and move something.
Give it a hands-on approach to things, lah.
Yeah. And also making some kind of, just covering costs, man. That's important. So he had a CD, and very rare to see somebody from his generation that produces CDs. Not many do.
Yeah, he offered me one, and the only problem I had was I don't have a CD player, which I'm still regretting it. I think next week I'm just going to get myself one, man. There's too many CDs out there, and I don't have a CD player. That's my only regret.
Hey, that's funny. This is interesting observation, right? Like I've been meeting friends and on shows, and I realized that actually ramai juga people our generation yang tak ada CD player,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
because like we moved on, right? You kind of like you just transferred. One guy told me transfer everything digital, and then he threw away the CDs. Like what?
that's the
Yeah, now
biggest
he
mistake.
regret.
Yeah, that's the biggest
Yeah,
mistake I make. Like for me, the last CD player had issues, and I couldn't find anyone to actually repair it. So I said, okay, screw it, man. I'm
yeah.
not going to have CD players. I actually installed one in my car. Now my car doesn't work. So
Betul, betul, betul. That's
that's
always my fear, man. Those CD car punya, they makan the CD, right? Because that
yeah.
thing just like it's a
And
slit.
this the only way to take it out is you got to rip apart the whole thing. That's,
Exactly.
that's a nightmare, man. But it's good to have some CDs, and hopefully the vinyl trend seems to be coming back. Hopefully that will be cheaper. I
Yeah,
think it's all about cost. Like, that's the only problem. That's
yeah, yeah. A
that's
lot
the
of
only.
people ask me, like, why do you make vinyl? I said, well, not yet, lah. I mean, like the budget, and then I got to see who are
Yeah,
my listeners for this new stuff, right?
yeah.
So,
Vinyl is nice.
but
Maybe you
but
can make.
my yeah, but my CD, these the sleeves are kind of like a tribute to vinyl. Actually, if you
Yeah.
look at my sleeves, they're digipack, and
That's the best
that's
part
what.
of it. It's like, I was watching something on YouTube, and they said the main reason why people get into the CD thing is that the inlay plays a very important role, because a lot of things from
Oh,
photographs to credit
mm,
mentions, to all those details. That's you can only get it by through that CD inlay itself. Even like when we bought CDs, first thing you do is buka cabut
yeah,
that inlay and then start
yeah,
reading everything inside of it, looking at the
yeah,
photos.
yeah,
It's kind of nice.
yes,
It's like a nostalgic kind of feel over there. But even now, even
yeah,
Spotify, when people put it up on Spotify, I really have to dig to find out who's behind the
yeah,
song. So it's like,
yeah, yeah.
no fun, man.
I'll be honest, lah. I like Spotify as a music fan because
Yeah,
that's access to song. But as a working musician, I find that I'm not keen on it. Aside from just the streaming and you're not earning, that's something else. But that fun, like, it's just a photo, right?
yeah.
Like you just upload a photo. Like when I made this album, I enjoyed the process. Like put the songs, okay, we done it. Okay, now arranging it. Like what should I put on the sleeve? What theme and idea? There's a lot of that's the fun part.
I, I,
Making the album, right?
I think Spotify should look into that part of it. It's like they should create a gallery. Just like now
Mm,
they evolve from apart from just audio, there's also video going on. Say that
that's true.
so-called
That's
weird
true.
clip
That's true.
over there. So it'd be nice if they had that gallery column, so musicians can post up all the behind the scenes stuff, things like that. That would be making
Almo- Yeah, yeah. It's almost like going back to MySpace, actually, if you still remember MySpace.
exactly.
Yeah,
we
betul tak? It's the same. I mean,
we
yeah, it's like almost
we are the
cyclical. Yeah,
let's see how do I put it, the species that's about to get extinct. Who knows about
yeah,
MySpace, man?
MySpace.
Well, was it a good experience? Like, it was a good experience. But anyway, talking,
So,
let's get back to your
yeah.
tour right now. I was always curious about this bands and going on tour. How do you select who comes with you and who's not? Who's not going to come with you? It's like you decide that I can just pick random people to come on a tour with you, or you just like, okay, I
Mm,
only have certain people I can take along with me to gel in with my music. So which one is it for you?
For me, I think somebody who can be a good, buddy and companions overrides to me. I think musical ability, to be honest, because yeah, I get to choose, right?
Yeah.
I'm not like label tell me what to do. So also, I mean, for me, that's one. I think, of course, most obvious thing is thematically made a music style. So like I toured with singer songwriters because first is we move faster alone, so it's
Okay.
easier to work when it's individuals. That's one, and four people or four acts. You got a band is like four times four. So like, oh, that's a lot of people, man. A lot of
Yeah.
logistics. You need budget. So I mean, that's why like the indie bands that are looking for that wouldn't need budget, they have to think differently. Whereas I think as somebody more underground like myself, I have a very niche crowd and and a particular kind of roster of material. So I find somebody who's kind of the same bandwidth,
Okay.
but also people I know because I would know them because I guess because same bandwidth and then we get to know each other, and then only I think we'll start thinking about, hey, I'm going to, I want to come along. So to me, it's not just about somebody random lah. I think somebody
Okay.
also needs some body of work, that you can push.
Contribute to the whole
Touring,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Touring is always about promoting something. You got a new album out. So with this tour, is about that. I didn't get to tour John Bangi Blues, right, because of the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
Now I've been playing a lot of solo shows and with the trio, which is the Truly Asia, with Amar and Christopher on drums and bass. So very little band gigs. I haven't been looking. I mean, I'm also like orang tua lah, bro. Now it's a kids. Remember Charlie Watt said, it's a kids game. Memang, I mean, look at the great bands playing now, right? It's very different things than the material I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
So I know my place. So I got to navigate differently lah.
No, but
So this is the chance.
Actually, like for me, my perception, or rather how I see you, your music, your style, your tour, it's not just your music; it's an experience. It's like that's how I look at it. It's actually an experience. I mean, there's so many artists out there. They have music out. Okay, once in a while they do shows here and there. Social media is their life. The whole life is nothing but social media. But the experience that you have, they hardly get a chance to do that. That's the problem. True. It's like like now you're touring. You've been in most parts of different countries. You say, like I said, you were in Indonesia. You're traveling. And I first got to know you songs from Viet Cong or Vietnam or something. Mekong. See, that was a fun experience. It's like, a bunch of guys come together, go on tour. That's memories you can take with you till the end of time. You see, but the new guys is like, it's the focus. I don't want to make myself sound old, like new guys stuff. But, the trend or the methods that you've been using lately is like, how do you have fun doing it, man? I mean, seriously, how is like everything social media? I release a single, I release a music video, and that's it. I'm done. Now I gotta wait for the next one. So it's like the fun element is I don't know. I don't just feel it that way, man.
Yeah. I mean, there is also difference. I would just say it's just different. The idea of fun is probably different. We're all wired differently generationally. So I guess it's a choice too. Like, I choose not to just live on social media. So this is what I gotta do. And what I enjoy doing. Going out, playing, meeting. I'm not outgoing kind of like extrovert. I think most of us are in the music. We're all kind of introverts. That's why you write songs.
Yeah.
If you were extroverts, you'll be getting late or going clubbing, like most of my other friends who don't have bands.
No, but even if you're an extrovert, within a certain period of time, you automatically turn into introverts. Like, alah cukup lah, aku malas nak keluar lagi dah.
Betul juga.
Yeah, duduk kedai mamak pun okay already lah. No more all this club stuff.
You become, you become.
Yeah, that's what's happening a lot, man. But then again, it's like why I say this is because it's when you don't have this kind of tours, be it bands going on tours and experiencing shows as such that you're doing, Darren is doing, and a couple of the other guys who are doing it, they're easily forgotten when you don't do it. I've known so many bands, so many artists. Yes, they come up with a new song, new music video, but a couple of weeks later, it's like they're forgotten, man. It's just like that. There's nothing else to remember that band. So like when you do a tour and when you have people checking out your shows, it's like, hey, shit, I went to Azmyl's concert that day. Like, I met this girl. I met that. So you just create memories. That's the best part about tours, which I like it very much. And thanks to you, I'm guilty of not checking you out yet. I haven't got the time. My scheduling is a bit messed up, but I definitely will do that one of these days. But let's talk more about your tour right now. Who's on board? What's it called? Where are you going? And what exactly are you doing in this particular tour?
Yeah, I mean, it's just called John Bangi tour. Actually, I did it last year. I think one of it got cancelled because I got stuck in Shah Alam during the.
Oh, yeah, we spoke about that the last episode.
The Great Malaysian Flood. So one show was out, so that tour didn't really pan out. But I mean, we did 2 out of 3 shows. But yeah, so then up to then, from December to now, I had sporadic shows here and there, and I'm playing mostly Midekaria now. I'm just too busy to kind of like network and meet. So I kind of found my spot. I think you reach a certain stage of your.
You want to be comfortable.
Yeah, and also easy for people to find. I think that's also another thing. Because I think we got very bar culture when you think about live venues here. People always say, "Where do you usually play?" And I used to tell them, "I play everywhere." It's like, huh? But bar here, you play every Wednesday night or something.
So
right?
It's easy for people to look for you, and they know already. It's every program. Okay, Azmyl Wednesday, Azmyl's day lah.
Yes. So Midekaria was trying that out in June, and I did 4 Wednesdays in a row, and it was great. It was surprising because entry was free, but we did tips, and I'm having that show also during this tour on the 17th and 24th. Similar solo and just tips, no cover charge, but usually they're very generous with tips.
Nice.
And whatever I make from the tips goes into duit minyak, for the tour.
At least lepas geram a bit lah.
Macam orang corporate suka kata sustainable lah. Sustainable ni. Memang sustainable. I tak tahu duit sendiri pun.
Orang corporate sustainable, orang musician janji jalan.
Janji Jala, exactly. Different terminology. Yes.
Yeah, but and
So yeah.
who's on board this particular
Oh,
tour?
yeah. The band is essentially Amma, who's
Okay.
on drums, and Christopher Chong. So he's on bass, and they were both the band in John Bangi Blues album. So it was we were a power trio, and I always envisaged it to be a power trio, so it's easier to tour, and so that's why dah geram dah. Like pandemic stop doesn't mean I'm not gonna tour. So it's like dah buka ni, let's do some shows and also go to towns I've never been to. I'm looking at a place now. There's a venue in Sungai Petani, so a friend's band played there recently. So yeah, going venture. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's
There's a record
different.
store that also has a venue. Yeah, so it's new, bro. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So,
Sungai Petani. This is the very first time. I mean, pardon my ignorance. Maybe there were, and I didn't know. But this is the very first time Sungai Petani, a gig in Sungai Petani. Okay, that's something different, man. Furthest I go like when people say Kuantan ke apa ke Johor ke, but Sungai Petani hardly hear that much.
Dulu punya kalau like Kedah punya underground scene pun, if they gig usually it's Penang,
Yeah.
So things have opened up, So yeah, but it's not like it's not gentrification lah. It's just like, hey, suddenly there's one here. Okay, let's check it out. Support lah. When people talk about supporting each other, is that. So I'm gonna put my CDs there. So okay, in this store. So you go there, perform, kind of like pushing the CD, but also bringing your music there and getting together.
Well, once again using your term, in the corporate world, that says good marketing lah.
yeah. Itulah
good.
dia orang terbalik kan. Dia strategize first. Kita bow je, then baru look back.
Oh yeah, okay. Now I got pictures for my social media. Now I got content. Kalau tidak, I mean seriously, if you don't do this, how are you going to get contents for your social media? So it's good. So you have Sungai Petani is one of the location. Ipoh is one of the location. What other locations are you heading on to?
We're looking at. I'm supposed to JB and Malacca. I wanted to do this month, but Malacca's happening, dude. All the weekends are packed. Yeah, but like my friend who helped, he's also a band guy and also teaches, and he's couldn't find a venue in August. September also no luck. So wow, let's plan ahead then. So I think Darren's also playing some of the shows I saw in Malacca. Yeah, JB also. We're looking at JB. We're planning to go Singapore in September.
Nice.
With Shahid.
Show them how it's done.
Yeah. So now the tours are like probably separated by a month or weeks. 1 weekend. So dulu back to back kan.
Yeah.
So now we kind of spread it out. It's the new normal because you never know what happens, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays with the tour suddenly one band member falls sick, and that's what happened to a friend's band. They had to cancel and not postpone the show because one of them positive. But you come back.
Yeah, that's happening a lot, man. So you just give a buffer period, but the good part is this tour you also get to pick up new locations because I've spoken to a couple of other bands who did tours outside of Malaysia, different parts of the world. Apparently, that's how they pick it up. They do it in one location. They make friends with another guy, and then they say, okay, there's another club going on in another state, and maybe you should check it out. So they just finish the entire country from north to south by just networking. I mean, chit-chatting and just randomly going to clubs and performing. So I hope that happens a lot over here too.
Yeah, I mean, there's always kids looking for things to do, right? And you shouldn't just think of the big cities. And that's how a lot of the touring networks grow up. Just go to the places where the least people think that there's something going on.
Yeah, exactly. They crave, they have the hunger for entertainment of some music, man. You gotta have that a lot.
Yeah, man.
But now there's also this issue. Okay, I'm not going to get into politics, but rather the issues that's going on is venues and licenses. Have you ever come across those issues? Have you faced that before? And what?
I mean, friends in the community have been faced by that. I mean, as a performer, I'm kind of like hands-free on that, but of course it concerns me, and I'm very vocal about that. It's like the whole city councils have to kind of like do their job lah, and adapt with the times lah. Understand, listen, not just impose. Here is very top down.
Yeah,
like punitive. What? That's not how you work. Things have changed, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, the pricing they're talking about is like, I was like shocked.
Crazy.
How the hell does a venue for that kind of gigs and acts, have they actually done researches to find out how much these guys make? I think pretty much whatever they make is just enough to pay for the rent and the electricity bill. And you have the fees of what, 20,000, 70,000? It's like, what the fuck was going on, man?
Just shows they're so disconnected from what's going on. So that's the most disheartening thing, lah. That you're supposed to be the one that enables things, but you're disabling. So that's important, lah. I mean, this is where the politicians, come on, lah. Actually, a lot of politicians they're artless, lah. They probably,
Yeah.
they go there and pretend, like
Yeah,
with
just
some
take few
singers
pictures,
and,
and
yeah,
I'm done.
they're doing it for photo op. It's like,
Yeah.
actually not.
No, but
That's a problem, lah.
this is also where a little concerning because I've spoke to a couple of organizers or gigs organizers. It's like it's a gamble right now. It's like you want to have shows, especially in there, Kuala Lumpur. It's like it's a gamble. Shall I, when I do a show, would I be rated? Would I be shut down because of the so-called
Yeah.
licensing issue? Do we have an assurity that nothing's going to happen in the next couple of months? Have you ever heard of anything of that sort? Because I know the last one that they shut the place down was ridiculous. Everybody knows that. And the next act is going on. What assurity do they have?
Yeah, I mean, it's something I've written about before, where the Pulse place got raided back in 2005,
Yeah.
and all the black metal raids in the 2000s. I mean, again, this is very old school way of kind of like trying to be punitive and control, I don't know, youth and whatever. Like, there's larger problems, like, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Out there that needs handling, not this. This is a community finding something productive, getting together, making something happen, and yet
Exactly.
you're stopping. Yeah, so betul lah. It's so I always thought like maybe one day I want to run for office.
Go
But
ahead,
I've got
man.
but I'm not winning in mind. I just need enough funding so I can lose my deposit.
Yeah, just
So what I'm going to do is like, now I'm going to do is a go campaign. People talk and all that. Right?
Just make
vote for
noise.
me. We just go there gig. No gig. Just do a gig. Hey, okay, this first song. Ding, 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 ding. I play for 2 hours. Free concert, man.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like, use the system, yeah. Because
Exactly.
the only thing people come out to is political rallies in Malaysia, right? I don't know, man. I don't know why they come out for that. There's better things like music, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're getting paid for it. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing too. Yeah.
So you never know, man. But it's sad. It's like I'm always worried because I'm happy. Seriously, I'm one of the happiest guys. There's so many gigs, but I'm also worried. Like sometimes you check out the gig. When is it going to be rated? When are they going to shut the whole thing down? It's like it's a little concerning on that part. It's like I don't know. Venues, it's quite tricky. It's between pub license, entertainment license, and show licenses. There's so many licenses. I hope they just narrow it down to just one license. You want to do concert 100,000 and above, this is the price. And you want to do gigs, this is it. And I don't think so.
It's
You
just
need to charge for gigs.
yeah.
I mean,
just death for paperwork. They just want to kill us with paperwork. They see how they work. Like feel it. Like, are you nuts?
I
It's
know.
like
I just want to go and sing. I just want to have my drink. I want to watch a band play and call it a day. That's all. But I've also seen.
but
sorry, you sing?
yeah, but you know what? No, but but like as somebody who's in the thick of it, sometimes you gotta stop worrying, and sometimes it's kind of like, yeah, there's a danger now. Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, who's gonna raid tonight? You
Bit
just
of
gotta be ready,
adrenaline
like
rush, lah.
that you're gonna clean. Like the other, I was playing at Vicaria was June. I was playing halfway through. I just did one rant about something about politics or effort coming out. Then suddenly, okay, next song. Right before I start next song, suddenly saw like uniform personnel with the reflective jacket coming.
Ah, man.
Like buat je lah, I just continue mine. Then I realized, it's the MBBJ, just a surprise health and safety check. They just go there, smile.
That's another.
I got some Mak Saleh friends there. So they kind of like, hello, the Mak Saleh is safe. So I think that's one way, huh? That's one way, dude. If
get all the Mak Saleh you can think of and just park them there.
Yeah, just hire the Mak Saleh, man. They're not here for the gig.
You come. I give you free food. I give you 3 beers. Just sit down there. That's all you do.
Yeah, just sit there and nod and
I think you should. Welcome to Malaysia.
Yes, yeah. All the rates are polite.
Can't believe we reached this pathetic state in the industry, man. Seriously. Man. But also, I would advise people who's visiting all these gigs, put your phone away. If you want to take pictures, you want to take videos, go ahead. But post it up to at least 1 week later. Don't post it on the spot. Don't do that live
thing. Eyes, man.
Yeah.
See your own eyes, man. Like, you're not a fucking broadcast camera.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's a TV station now, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, okay. This is what I do when I go and see watch gigs and so on. Yes, I do take my phone out, but 3-4 photos, 2-3 videos, clips, just for memory purposes, for content purposes, done. Then my phone is back in the pocket. Watch the whole show. That's the whole idea. But over here, it's like I see everybody 3/4 of the time you watch through that small lens. You have a fucking big head stage down there, but everybody chooses to watch through that lens. Which I don't get it, man.
True.
Well, just I
It's like
think
you try and prove.
yeah. Well, what is it? What's the big deal? I mean, most of them venues and artists or comedians or whoever has gotten to issues because of this. I could say. I mean, one
Yeah,
of the factors that contributed to this so-called issues was the recording it and then posting it, and then because let's face it, our industry or this particular industry per se, not everybody can accept it. It's only to a certain group of people. So when the people outside of this group they can't accept it, that's where the issue takes place. Keyboard warriors go on a roll. So I
yeah,
suggest that everybody just put your phones away, lah. When you go check out gigs.
yeah, exactly. Betul,
Yeah,
betul. Yeah, just enjoy. Why display this somewhere where it can be completely out of context, right?
yeah,
So that's danger, lah.
yeah.
Yeah, just keep it all here, man. This is the best camera, man. You
Exactly. I
know.
think venues also should make it a point. Do not allow recording. Strictly no recordings of
Yeah,
the show. Get a
yeah.
hire a
Just
photographer and
shut up.
take the show.
Yeah, must prove. The
Yeah.
only proof bukan age. Tunjuk IC now. Phone
Yeah.
off ah.
Put off. Okay,
Off
sad.
baru boleh masuk.
That is fine. That is
Yes,
fine, man.
yes.
Oh man,
It's like the cafe of the JQ. I remember I was visiting. I was in Edinburgh, Scotland.
okay.
The cafe where JK Rowling wrote like all the books. They don't have Wi-Fi there now. You must the cafe. It's like there's a sign there. No Wi-Fi here. Talk to each other like 1995. It's like interesting.
Actually,
Yeah, they wrote down the chalkboard. Yeah.
actually, man, I love that. It's like I've seen that a lot. I mean, I'm guilty certain times. Going to the place on the phone is like, come on, man. I just got out of my house just to go and experience something. Then I'm doing something that I can do it at home. Why do I need my
Yeah.
phone? Check it aside.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show. And I just love, and the best part is people find me weird when I go and check out gigs and shows. I go alone, and certain days I do not want to have conversation with people. I'll just sit at the
Yeah,
bar.
just to be there.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just sit at the bar, just enjoy my drink and check out the whole show from the start till the end. I just want to listen to music. But then again, people just come in, it's like, oh, you're alone, you're feeling lonely, let me keep you company. And they chat and chat and chat and chat. Then there goes the show, man. It's like, don't get me wrong,
Exactly.
I kind of like the conversation, I like the company, but please, I'm there to watch the show strictly for the show only. That's about it. Bands or no bands, it doesn't matter as long as it's a show going up there.
You got a clear mission. You go there to enjoy the show and not to, you want to socialize and talk. Let's meet after the show.
Yeah.
Let's hang out after or before. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I find it, I don't know, it's just me. I'm a bit old school, old fashioned. I find it disrespectful for the musicians also. If you're good at that, it's
I find that
supportive.
annoying too, man.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like they are playing their asses off down there on stage, and you are chit chatting, laughing, and giggling, not even looking at what you're on stage there. So it's like, come on, man.
Sometimes the other band. It's happened to me before. Like, wow, you're playing the same gig and they're not watching the show. They're talking to some friend really loud. Wow, I was like, man. Okay. Now I know who not to ajak. And now I like that. Now who know who not to ajak for to. It's like,
You have to listen.
Thank you for checking yourself out.
Yeah, man. Seriously. All right, please, I'm going everywhere right now. So just let's get back to the tour right now. And well, the songs that you'll be belting out in this particular tour, are you like solely, strictly your original stuff, or you're gonna mix and match with some covers? Which one is
All
it?
original.
Nice.
Ori je.
Original.
Yeah. So I mean, you wanna say like that's my activism. You say Ori work. So I got new song. So I'm
Nice.
playing the whole John Bangi Blue albums.
Nice.
So that's what we've been doing at all our shows recently as a power trio. Sometimes Lohan from Cats in Love, he joins, or he was whenever he's available. But usually we play as a power trio. We will play the whole albums, all the songs, and then on top of that, like some of my hits, people like. And now on this tour, we're playing some new songs that I just came up with recently.
Nice.
So yeah, it came down for test drive, so to say, test. Dia suka tak? Usually suka, happy lah.
Okay, lah. That's just how it's going to be. Yeah, and the people following you, I mean, your other bands. I know. Sounds of Kites is going to be also performing another one more band. Who was it again?
I mean, so with this first, well, you can say this is one of the halves. So this is August edition of the Jol Bangi tour. I'm planning another one in October. Hopefully, you can do JB and Laka then. And then also September we're going to Singapore. So it's like I know Soundkites just had a new album out, which is a great album.
Yeah.
Check it out. Yeah. So he's got that. Timing's great. Hey, I just thought about doing this, and I said, hey, I just asked, he was the first person I thought, hey, Syed, come on, go on tour. You got CD out, and he's always after our tour in Indonesia, we played also JB before, a couple years back. Like, oh, this is a cool guy I can hang out with.
Uh,
You know, that's
nice,
very
man.
important. And yeah, and somebody who doesn't snore, maybe because I snore very loud. Yeah, so I think that's what my bandmate told me. It's like, okay. So, but anyway, yeah. So there's Shahid, but in Ipoh there are two local bands.
Okay.
One band is called Hamasi. Hamasi is one of my favorite Ipoh bands. You know
Okay.
them way back. We go way back. I love them. And there's
Okay.
another newer band called Love D.
Nice.
And so local bands, you got to mix match lah. The kind of the local flags, you know, raise it up, and we come in play together. 4 bands in Ipoh.
Nice.
In Penang, we're playing with another band coming in from KL, with a very famous surname. So the surname's Solianos. The Solianos
Oh.
punya band.
Okay.
So that's what the organizer told me. I'm still waiting for the poster, so I'm gonna get that out. So that one only 2 bands, so we're playing with them. So I think there's a different format. Usually the format is based on the organizers and the venue. So like in the canteen, China House, we're trying different things. Ipoh is more underground indie kind of gig, you know. So this venue is called Dream Projects. I played there
Okay.
before. So it's a record store with a stage, you know.
I'm embarrassed to call
So
myself Ipoh boy, man. I don't know what's going on right now. I just got to go back. I think I got to move back there for a month and just check out everything again.
come one night only lah. Come for the gig, it's okay.
Yeah,
we
I
just
know,
lepak
man.
kat situ there. That's what we did.
I just love that place, man. It's something different about what's this thing? Ipoh. It's the people, the
Yeah.
food, and the environment. It's like a subtle version of KL. I can say that.
Still, I love it. Good place, man. I always
Yeah,
love.
I
I got
know.
to play there more. I wish I would start playing there more often. The last I was there was 2019 before the pandemic.
Oh,
So
I think that's around the same
yeah.
time I last visited Ipoh. Okay,
Was
give me the
it?
dates,
I think
man. Give me the
October.
dates on when you're going to be touring on this
I was-
particular.
Oh, so I'm playing. So I'm starting it off with this Wednesday at Madekaria. I'm playing 17 Wednesday.
Okay.
Depending when this comes out, but 17 Wednesday. Playing solo. Then on the 19th on Friday, we'll be in Penang. So Azmyl and the Truly Asia, which is
Okay.
Amar and Chris. That's the one we're playing at the Canteen China House with the band that features two of the Soliano brothers, and also this popular guitarist Faz Aznam. That's in Penang. Then next Wednesday I'm back at Madekaria doing the whole,
Okay.
every
all-
Wednesday, but only the last 2 Wednesdays. So yeah, I had to cancel. So I'm playing there on 24th, Madekaria solo again, and then on the 27th we're playing Ipoh at Dream Projects.
27,
So
27.
yeah.
Please. Hopefully, I just got to make it there, man. I just got to make it there. Just for
Come
one
by,
night
bro.
or
It's
so.
an afternoon gig, though. Yeah, it's an afternoon gig. So got time to lepak at night. That's how I thought about it. Let's do afternoon gig. And the venue also liked it because I mean, like they've been. That the owner was telling me that they want to do afternoon gigs because that's a good way for the new generation to come. High
Okay.
school
Okay.
kids, college kids. Daytime, safer,
Yeah,
feel
parents
safer, I
will
guess.
say come back home by 9 o'clock, by 7 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah. So I thought that's cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. And I like afternoon gigs because then I still got the night.
Yeah,
I can
it's
catch
kind
up
of
with friends.
actually come to think of it,
Yeah.
you get to do a lot of things. Afternoon gigs, you still have time for breakfast, do a
Yeah.
show. Then evening, you have the whole evening. You have time to check out other
Yeah.
bands and others
Yeah.
venues and all, so it doesn't clash with them.
I think that's perfect, bro. 90s, remember the gigs at Fire and all this
Yeah.
place? Well, afternoon, what? That's because the nightclubs afternoon were empty, right? They rented the space.
Yeah, well, actually, you
true, huh?
should bring that back, man. Afternoon shows and evening shows. Instead of starting somewhere late evening and then finishing it off by 9, 10 o'clock or worrying that after 12 got
Right.
license problem and all. Do it siang
Or
lah.
roadblocks.
Yeah, roadblocks
Yeah, or
and all.
roadblocks, yeah.
Yeah, so might as well do it earlier. lah. Oh, actually, we just came out with a new idea, man. Tell them, spread the word.
Yeah.
Azmyl just came out with
Yeah,
a brand
yeah,
new idea to all the gig organizers out there. Do it in the afternoon.
Yeah, bring it back. Bring
Yeah.
it back to the afternoon, man, like we
Yeah.
used to.
Exactly.
Yeah,
After
afternoon gig.
after just half days, straight away go for gigs.
No, weekend, for breakfast, pergi gig. Then still got time for dinner with family or whoever you want. Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
how it should be done, man. You just came up with a brilliant idea. You should. So all the guys who are listening to this podcast, do it in the afternoon. So at least you don't feel. At least you got longer time for hangovers, lah.
Yes. More time to recover. Actually,
Recover.
that's a silver lining.
Yeah. So next day you can go back to work peacefully, no problem at all, man. So that's how it's going to be. Tour starts there. I'll post up the dates on the website, and the whole thing is going to be there. And the best part about this particular tour, you listen to the originals, not the cover versions of things. which you can find from any other locations. But this tour is going to be unique. This starting off today. This thing is recorded on the 17th. So I think it's going to be aired tomorrow. So, but just in case we miss it, there's also Penang coming out on the 19th. China House.
Come on, Penang. Yeah. So the canteen at China House. Come by. Come on, Penang.
Okay, Penang.
Yeah,
Penang is going to be another location. The next week is back in Merdeka Raya. 27th is going to be in Ipoh. And for the Malacca citizens, Singaporean citizens, and Johor citizens, get ready. That will be coming somewhere around September, October, around that time.
Yeah, inshallah. Yeah. And and on the 19th, I'm actually kind of like commemorate the tour. I'm launching a new music video.
Nice.
So yeah. So
banyak
it's
juga
kind of
music video,
straightforward.
huh?
I like I like collaborating. So it's collaborating with a friend of mine. He also played bass in the Truly Asia when Chris couldn't play earlier this year. Played 2 gigs with him.
Okay.
Andrew, his name is Andrew.
Nice.
Shout out to Andrew. So he's also my colleague. So cool guy. So yeah, I always wanted to do something with him, and he's a great. He does a lot of his videos for. I think he's done for Darren and all. And I always want to find something to
Nice,
collaborate with. So that song is Penipu. It's coming out on Friday, 19th, on my YouTube.
I've always enjoyed your music videos. Always different, man. It's not the usual stuff. And the last one that when we spoke about it, when I saw the whole release of the video, it was really nice, man. It, like what you said, it brought back the 90s feel in that. And it was like watching a movie and the soundtrack. Remember like Goo Goo Dolls and Iris, how the whole thing worked out. So that's how it felt for that music video. Thumbs up for that, man. So remember, check out the tour, and of course all the details of the music, details, tours, what's coming up. I'll post it up the website. Check it out, and also make sure you do follow Azmyl on his social media. Though he's just like me, still trying to figure out what the fuck is social media all about. But anyway, we try. It's not that we are old. It's just that there's too many things going on at the same time, man.
We got other things to do.
Yeah, better things to do in life, man.
Better
things to do in life. So, Azmyl, thank you once again so much for coming on the episode. It's always a pleasure chatting with you.
Pleasure.
It's always fun. Of course, I wanted to get deeper into it, but then again, one of these days we'll have a real deep talk, start bitching about everything that is around it, and see whether somebody picks it up and makes the changes we can think of, man. Hopefully. So today, the take home for this particular podcast, or rather this episode, is one, the tour, what he needs for the tour, where he's going to be. Secondly, is have afternoon gigs.
Yes.
Have afternoon gigs. Bring it back, man. Bring it back there. So, Azmyl, thank you very much, buddy. I'll see you in one of your tours. Hopefully it's Ipoh, or else I'll catch you in Merdeka Raya, dude.
All right, man. Thanks, man. Thanks, Zam.
Okay.